showtime.
Hey, Amir.
Don't forget to subscribe to sharonatsea channel. Thank you.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, everyone.
Oh my God, it has been forever and a day since we've seen all of you guys. Since I've seen all of you. Well, since we've seen all of you.
Yeah.
It's been a minute, hasn't it?
It has.
It has been a hot minute. Welcome to Monday Night Live here with some live cruise chat. We are your hosts, your guides. We are the people that you are here to watch. My name is Jamie. This is Sharon, and together we are Sharon Sea Travel, and it's great to have you here. Welcome to Monday Night Live.
Good
Sharon, how are you doing?
The chat, so I can.
All right, I'm going to get the chat on. I just got to see. I hope everybody can hear us. If you can see us, give us a shout out. I hope everyone's doing good. Thank you for the kind words there, Ginny. Yes, I have been gone. I have been away. I left. The last time I saw you guys was on the 27th of January. We did a live stream on Monday night. And the next morning, I hopped on a plane and headed out to Virginia, and I just got back Saturday at about 11 o'clock. So it has been a whirlwind and a lot going on, and I'm just glad to be back home. And I'll give us a minute. I don't know. I'll tell you guys a little bit about what I was doing. Hey, no big deal. It's just personal life, but I'm okay to share it with you if you want to hear it. And if you don't want to hear it, well, then you just tell me. I don't want to hear your song and dance, Jamie. Just talk about cruising. We can do whatever you want. We look and sound great. Shana Reed, thank you so much. That is the nicest thing anyone said to me in a while. Thank you, Heidi. Thank you. All right, so while we're waiting for a few people to get in, let me just bring you guys up to speed. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Can I tell my story? Because I'm a little wound up. It's been a while. I need to get the talking out of my system. Okay, so
Oh my God.
as you guys know, I've been back and forth to Virginia a couple times in the last I don't know, 6 months or so, right? I don't have a lot of family, okay? And I have an aunt, and I have an aunt. I have two aunts, and they're both married, and one of them lives in New Jersey, and she's got kids, and they have a lot of kids and grandkids, and they got a whole plethora of family over there. Then I have my aunt and uncle in Virginia. That is my dad's sister and her husband, and it's just them. Right, it's just the two of them at this point. They had a son. He had passed on a number of years ago, and my mom and dad passed on a number of years ago. So we got a little closer. So anyway, they got a little bit older. They started needing a little help with a few things. They were both going in and out of the hospital a little. So my uncle was in the hospital, got transferred over to a facility, got onto hospice. Right, so I rushed back out there to hopefully see him again, and to be able to be there for my aunt, to get her maybe back and forth to see him. Well, lo and behold, I'm on the flight. I'm on the second leg of my flight on the 28th, and I'm sitting there waiting to leave Dallas to fly into Norfolk, and I get the word that my Uncle John had passed on. So it's definitely a bummer, right? I got the whole flight to think about life and all that kind of stuff, but the blessing in disguise was that I was there to help my aunt and get her over this hump of what do you do now. And it was such an experience learning. I mean, you're learning about really, some of you I'm sure have gone through it. Many of you haven't. But when folks get older and you get to that point later in your life and both people are alive, and then you lose somebody, it's not like it's shocking, right? It's not one of those kind of losses. It's not like a devastating loss, like, oh my God, but it's something that you've expected. But at the same time, it's never easy. And then all of a sudden you have to deal with things, and what are you going to do now, and what direction is somebody going to go? So I was just glad to be able to be there, help out a little bit. And that's my story. So now I am back, and it was a bummer, but at the same time, like I said, it was a blessing in disguise. And so I think my aunt's in a good place, and who knows, she might even come out here and visit, or even move out here in the next year. So we will see what happens there. I see the comments. I thank you guys. I appreciate it very much. It was tough. It wasn't shocking, but it's never easy. But anyway, so I'm back now, and now, I mean, I'm probably going to get back there again in the next 2 months or so for a little visit. Sharon wants to go out there. Matthew, Callie, I don't know, bring the whole crew. We'll see what happens. Maybe bring my aunt out here for a visit. Maybe we'll put her on the live stream. She can say hi. She can speak a little German for you and blow your mind. But so that's the deal. But I appreciate the comments. Thank you guys so much. I won't read them all, but I'll read them all later. So it's very nice of you. And yes, it's just one of those things. You're right, Crazy Cat Travelers. When you know it's coming, maybe it's a little bit easier. And now you just move forward. So but anyway, that's the deal. That's where I've been. That's where I was. That's why you haven't really heard much from us here. Sharon's still working her butt off, holding down the fort. Thank you. You did an amazing job.
Yeah, and usually you can edit videos and things when you're on away, but this time it just wasn't really. I mean, he didn't really have time. He was pretty busy there, so doing a lot of things.
Yes. So anyway, so that's the deal. That's your update. And I didn't mean to bore you with the story, but you guys, you've known us for a long time, and that's just how it worked out. So anyway, great to see you. Glad to be here. And Sharon, what do we got cooking? What do you want to talk about tonight? You want to talk a little bit about cruising? What do we have coming up next? What's our plan for the next couple months? Where are we going to go with all this stuff? What's cooking? What do you got on your little agenda?
Well, we have a lot. Probably 2025 is going to be one of our busiest years we've had in a while.
Yes.
I don't know. We have a lot of cruise plans this year.
We do have a lot of cruise
I
plans.
don't even know how
I feel like we're
it's
leaving
like-
the calm and we're getting into the storm here in a couple
it's like
weeks. Is that right?
I don't think we really planned to cruise as much or do as many things this year, and just we kept adding things, and all of a sudden
Yes.
it's like all of a sudden things are going to start, and I don't know, getting kind of a little crazy or a little, I don't know. I still have a lot of planning to do, but some things are pretty planned.
I think they're pretty planned?
Yeah, like
all
our
right.
next cruise is pretty planned.
Okay. That is pretty planned.
Yeah.
All right. Well, all right.
set.
So what do you want to talk about? So I know a lot of our friends are getting ready to go on a cruise here on the 1st of March. And it's going to be a fun group cruise. Everyone's going on. And yes, the rumor is out there that what you've heard is true. We won't be there. And this isn't like one of those tricks where we say we won't, but we show up later to surprise anyone. It just did not work out because of the timing. But we still do have a spring break cruise that is lined up. And that's a little bit what we're talking about. And Rob from Life with Faber, if you're still out there, he said he just got off that cruise ship, and we are going to like it. And I need to talk to you more about pizza and find out how that went for you. But so Sharon, what do we have coming up next? What's on the agenda?
Well, we liked Princess so much when we went on the Sun Princess, and I know people kind of thought we didn't because we had some issues with the food
Yes.
and the specialty restaurants. But besides that, everything else we loved. And I kind of got this vibe that if I went on some of the maybe not a little bit older ships, that are more kind of the Princess really. I don't know what people think of Princess, I guess, as that I thought we would like it because we like mid-size ships that aren't necessarily brand new, and I don't know, that's kind of just always been our favorite.
What,
type
did you
of
just
ship.
say you like mid ships and you cannot lie? Is that where you're going with that?
So, anyways, so we booked the Regal Princess out of Galveston. We're actually going to drive there and get on the ship, and it's an 8-day cruise, and
you're excited for it.
I'm excited. We're going to do things, and all that we had trouble finding things to do that we've never done before in these ports because we've been there several times, but we have managed to find something new in every single port. So we're super excited to do that. Well, except for one port we've been to that place before once. So, but it was right after the pandemic. So I'm curious to see how it is now.
Well, we'll see how it is. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a whole different vibe from the Sun Princess. And that's kind of, we get on the Sun Princess. It's not our best experience, but you did get one of those, like, not a Cruise Next, but whatever their version of Cruise Next is. And so when we immediately get home, we're like, we need to do another Princess Cruise.
Yeah.
And then this one jumped in our laps.
And I can already say this isn't probably going to be our last. I mean, I really liked Princess a lot. I liked the medallion. I liked just the way everything works.
Yes.
Everything. I don't know. I just really like it.
Yeah, I mean, we can identify that a lot of our experience on the Sun Princess was very one-off and unexpected and unlike what usually you're going to have. It doesn't mean that it changes that we had a lot of stuff go wrong. But, we can still look forward to something different. I just got to throw this comment out there. It was from Wendy Johnstone. Let me see if I can find it here. She said they don't have Totino's pizza rolls with ketchup on the Carnival Ovation, Jamie. because we have the elation coming up.
Oh, you and your pizza
I
rolls.
appreciate you commenting on that. That was my Super Bowl snack, was a huge pile of pizza rolls with a side of ketchup, and I called that salad with dressing on the side. So thank you for that, Wendy. But I don't know. So the Regal Princess, I think it's going to be a whole different vibe,
Yeah.
and it's very weird. We pick and choose our battles for when we want to fly or if we can drive. If it's a West Coast cruise, we'd love to drive. And Galveston's a little hit or miss on that. But when we did the math, 4 of us getting there, Ubering and all that versus driving there, it just seemed to be a little bit of an easier process to drive
a
there.
lot cheaper to drive.
Yes.
To Galveston.
Now,
Yeah.
even though we're doing like a hotel and stuff like that, and even though we're going to pay for parking, just there, back, and overall still saving a little bit money when it comes to flying right now. It's weird.
Well,
it's almost the same price to fly to the East Coast as it would be just to fly to Houston,
and
one of those spots.
And we didn't book it that long ago, so flights have already, for this time frame, had already kind of gone up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we've booked so many flights already for the rest of the year. I'm like, Lord, just driving. Let's drive.
It is. It's kind of nice to drive. You don't have to worry about your luggage being like certain weights and all that. You just get in the car. We can stop when we want. We are going to go check out a Buc-ee's, and I think the biggest Buc-ee's in the world, I guess it's in the world. I mean, it's not, they're only in a couple states, but we're hoping to stop by the biggest Buc-ee's again and get a little Buc-ee's experience. So we'll see.
I will
We
just
see.
remember not to buy the whole big old pack of fudge this time. Limit me to one piece because
I'm going to limit you to one piece. If I start to tell you, you'll be like, you don't tell me what to do. I'm
last
getting
time I
fudge.
felt so sick after I ate way too much fudge.
You're going to eat the fudge. I saw a comment from a fella who has only watched us twice, and I think his name was Richard. Says looking for a travel agent for a cruise. Richard, listen, let me throw this bone at you right there. We appreciate you, and how about you're going to go with this little number right here? Boom, sharonatsea@gmail.com. Shoot her an email, and she'll get the thing started for you. And it's that easy. And hopefully she's got a lot of references out there that can vouch for her as well. So that's good stuff too. All right, so Regal Princess. I don't know what else you want to talk about with regards to the princess. That's our big thing. And then after that, we go from Regal Princess to what? The dates. I don't know much of anything about that stuff.
Our next thing is we will be gone the first week of April for a short time, but it's cruise related, but it's not really a full on cruise. But we have a little thing that we're going to be going to.
Is it a shindig?
Yeah, I guess.
Little
If you wanna
shindig?
call it that.
Okay, we're going to a shindig.
Anyways.
That's kind of cool.
So we'll be heading to the East Coast for that.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we get back, we have the Elation at the group cruise at the end of April.
And I see I see Kelly Rinaldo right there.
Yeah, she'll
Kelly
be there.
Rinaldo, Kelly and Christian. It'll be so amazing to see those guys.
Mm-hmm.
On a side note, so glad that things are progressing so well for Evan.
Yeah.
And I know that it's still a long, long road, and it's not going to get easy. It's going to get easy, but you're still dealing with a traumatic experience. But it'll be fabulous to see you guys and have some fun with you and hang out on the Elation. I think it was their first cruise.
Yeah.
Was on the Elation. Our first cruise on the Elation.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very elating.
Actually, that's
when we
kind
get
of
on
how
that ship.
it got planned back
Mm-hmm.
when we were on our Alaska cruise. I
Yes.
think we were talking about it at dinner one night. Somehow that's when this whole cruise kind of got started.
Yeah.
But
Ken Brubaker says he hasn't been to a good shindig in a while.
Oh.
Yeah, no, there's nothing like a good shindig. I'll tell you what. The shindigs are good. Hootenannies are good. I don't know if Diane and Larry here, but Buc-ee's in Katy, Texas is on I-10 and another I-45 in Texas City. They will be on the way, said Rob. Rob, is there another one on the 10, like maybe a little bit out, like between Houston and San Antonio? Maybe or am I talking crazy? I'm not quite sure. So we'll see. How about a jamboree? Yes, that's a good get together too. And if it's called Jimmy's Jamboree, that's even better. So thank you for that, Brian and Julie from Howie Cruise. All right, so we have the Elation. Then we have.
then when we get back from that, in May, we have a family cruise that we're going to be going on.
Hold on, you're coming with me on that cruise? I don't know. If that's a family cruise.
Oh, that's right. Before the family cruise is your cruise with you have some of the guys. And the
Yes.
thing
A
you're
couple
doing.
of boys. We're doing little boys.
Yeah.
Thingamajigger there. So that's going to be a good old time.
Romania. Thing.
That's going to be fun. Yes.
And then,
Yes.
Yeah, that's mid-May. Then,
Uh-huh.
then later in May, we have a family cruise. We're going on with some grandkids, and then we have
Oh yeah, hold on.
Right after that.
You were brushing over that whole grandkid thing there. You dropped this thing on me and said we are taking a cruise with all the grandkids. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, excuse me.
yeah. Well, okay.
And
so
yes, we are shacking up with
we are. We
the
got,
two of us and a whole bunch of grandkids.
Yeah.
Are they even allowed in the casino? I'm not sure what the rules are for
yeah.
that.
Well, that's what we gave the grandkids for Christmas. So we're bringing them all on a cruise, and that's in May. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Okay.
Then in June we have we'll be on the Ovation of the Seas out of Los Angeles, and there's a couple people in here that are going to be on that cruise with us that I
Yes.
know of.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see what's after that. Oh, June, and then July we have we'll be gone the whole month of July. We have we're going to be going to Minnesota driving. Then we're going to be going from Minnesota to Miami. We have our group cruise on the Sunrise with How We Cruise. Then we have another cruise after that. Then we're going to be going back to Minnesota, and then we're going to the plan is anyways to take a road trip then to South Dakota. We're going to go to Mount Rushmore and do a lot of sightseeing on the way home. So we'll see. That's still all in the
What?
planning stages.
Oh my
and,
God, that's is
I
that
need-
not a little much?
And we were going to stay in a tree house there actually, but I think we're going to stay in a cabin instead now
Does that
because
treehouse have a bathroom?
it did.
It did, but it
It
doesn't
did.
now.
Well, no, but we're not staying in a tree house because I found out that, well, in July, I think it's going to be a little on the humid side maybe there.
Yes.
And it doesn't, there's no air conditioning and it's humid. And I'm like, I don't want to stay in all that
Yeah,
humidity and stuff.
No,
And the cabin actually has air conditioning. So we might stay in the cabin.
So we're glamping, sort of. We might be glamping like
Yeah.
in Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Hey,
And then after that, we have, and then we're going to be on the Star of the Seas in August.
Whoa, hold on. Don't just brush
And
over
then-
that. Star of the Seas,
Yeah.
Royal Caribbean. Sharon Sea Travel's going on Royal Caribbean.
Well, I'll be two this year.
Well, it's a misnomer that people think that we don't like Royal Caribbean cruises, and we do. We had an amazing time on the Icon. It was a fantastic cruise from start to finish. Food, service, the whole 9 yards. You just are not a fan of Royal Caribbean to deal with for certain things. They're
certain
a
things,
little
yeah.
bit of a hassle on occasion
Yeah.
to get stuff done. Some people may know about that. Some people may deny it, but
Yeah.
we know the truth. We know the truth. My Sharina said, "Is Maxwell going to be there?" Maxwell is
family-
not
no.
going to be there on the family cruise.
No.
We've got other
We
grandkids
have
going.
the ones that
um,
live the ones that live in Arizona.
Yes.
are going, and our one granddaughter
From Minnesota.
that is going to college in at Duluth. That's Wisconsin. I
Yep,
think
she's
it's
in Duluth.
Yeah, she'll be flying out here, and she's
Yes,
going to
that'll be
going to
Callie's sister, so she'll be coming out.
She'll be coming
No,
as well.
Maxwell and the rest of his family, they got stuff going on in the summer,
Yeah.
so he won't be on this one, but we will get him in the future, and we'll continue to utilize his skills to come on the video and say, "Don't forget to subscribe to Sharon Sea Travel." But pretty soon, his voice will be a little bit deeper because he's going to hit puberty any minute now,
Yeah.
and then he'll be like, "Hey."
But if we go
Don't forget to subscribe, Sharon,
on our
subscribe.
road trip to South Dakota and all that, he will be there. So,
Yeah.
well, that will be with.
Joe Sakato, my friend, I will not be bringing any ducks to hide on the cruise, but I may bring some fold-up dollar bills and fold them like boats for the
my
kids. Because I'm the cash grandpa. I'm not gonna mess around with those little duckies. And when is Jimmy sleeping that month? Listen, we don't need any sleep. We're gonna be going, and going.
Yeah.
Yes, Rob, we are trying to be busy. We want to listen, it's been a very mellow couple of months for us with regards to the channel. Sharon's been super busy with the travel, and we thank you so much for that. That's still amazing. But now we're going to get our groove back on. The videos are going to start to come out again. We're going to want to start making vlogs. We want to start doing some different stuff and getting back into action. And now I can do that. I can still have a little time in Virginia when I need it, and everything's going good. So that's the plan. That is the plan. All right. So what else? I interrupted.
And then October we have the girls' cruise. The girls' cruise.
We have the girls'
Well,
cruise.
I have the girls'
You
cruise.
have the girls'
and Nancy, Nancy
You
and I
have the
have
girls'
Nancy and
cruise.
I have the girls' cruise.
That's right. Oh, and by the way, speaking of Nancy and Leanne, okay, so Nancy is on a cruise right now. She's on Simply the Seas.
Yeah.
So Nautical Nurse Nancy, watch for her dropping who knows video content, all that kind of stuff from from Symphony of the Seas. It could be next week. It could be next month. You never know with her, but she's going to have it and it's going to come out. So those guys are having a great time. And Leanne has, I think, friends in town or something.
Yeah.
She's at, let's see, where would she be? Is it morning, noon, or night? Oh, yeah, she's somewhere at a Disney World.
Some kind of
park.
Disney place.
She's at a Disney place right now.
Yeah.
So that's the deal.
Everyone be good out there. No trouble.
There you go. Yeah, behave yourself. Listen, we haven't had anybody. It's so funny that I remember the good old days when we'd have lots of shenanigans in the chat, and you get people coming in, and then and we haven't had any of that in quite a while. So I think the girls get bored. They don't have anyone to hammer or to nail while they're misbehaving. So yes, the girls' cruise. Mary Barkley will be there.
Yeah.
Wendy Johnstone. They are excited. True Texan Girl said, I recently discovered Buc-ee's has some good salsa.
Oh,
Well, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. I know we get the spices there. They have like some Cajun spices.
Oh,
and,
yes. I like that a lot.
There's a couple other spices that we get there when we go.
Well, that's right. Oh, Beauty and the Bum Travel coming in hot
Larry,
with the super chat. Sorry, Coop Cruise didn't work out, but thanks so much for your hard work. Proving once again you are the best travel agent ever. Well, that is very, very nice, Larry. That is a very sweet thing of you to say. Shana said, I'm looking forward to meeting more of the girls on the girls' cruise.
We have a lot of girls coming. There may be close. I don't know. I haven't counted lately. As I book them, but there may be close to 100 girls.
That's unbelievable. Well, listen, I need to get Jimmy Jamboree up to 100 boys then. So you guys need to get it together and make sure that we'll show you some dates and we'll talk about that in a little bit here. And we're going to talk about Sharon's going to announce the next New Year's Eve group cruise for 2026 and what we're going to be doing with that. And it was a very challenging process to find that because this New Year's Eve is a very weird dynamic there. Let's see. Yeah, Daniel, you're right. The subscriber chat fixed that. Yeah, you can set it up so that someone has to subscribe before they can, and just be subscribed for a minute before they can leave a comment. So usually the dregs of humanity don't want to bother subscribing to a channel before they come in and blast it. So that worked out a little good.
Yeah. Oh, and I got those. We had these cute little pink hats too for the girls' cruise, and I actually ordered one. And I didn't post it until I actually got it in the mail. I want to make sure they were decent quality and things. So they are.
They worked out good.
Yeah, they're cute hats.
All right, well, that's good. All right, so well, let me see, Sharon. We're almost 30 minutes in. Do you want to?
That's it. And then we have our New Year's Eve cruise on the Norwegian Aqua at the end of the year. So we have
very excited about that.
Yeah.
That's gonna be hot fire. And that's just the rest of this year.
As Callie.
Hi, Callie.
Letting us know she's home.
She was out and about, and now she's home. Let's see. Crazy Cat Tower said, so how long is Jamie going to hold us in suspense for New Year's Eve? I don't know, maybe another couple minutes. What's up, Marilyn Dillon? We see you out there.
Hey,
all right, let me jump in over here. So, all right, New Year's Eve for 2026. Right, so this is 2026 to 2027.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're talking about.
It's hard because it feels like it's so far away, yet it's we were looking at a couple, trying to do maybe even a different cruise line, but there's a couple cruise lines that don't have those itineraries out yet.
Yes.
And we did promise people that we were going to go out of Galveston, and we tried, but there was only one ship that even was a possibility, and that was the Breeze. It was a 5-day, but I think it left on the 27th, and it's really hard. It's hard to get there on the 27th sometimes, at least for us, if it's that far, having to either fly or drive when Christmas is on the 25th.
And then the cruise would end like a day after. Like you have New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and then you're getting off the next day.
Yeah,
it's kind of a lame deal. You're getting off the ship.
The thing was too, the price was it. I felt for a 5-day cruise, it was kind of high. Yeah, it's New Year's Eve, I get it, but it seemed a little high for that. And the ports you're going to and everything. So I don't know. So we went with another one. It was between that one and the one we chose. But
and we wanted to get closer to home. And we're doing Miami this year, so we wanted to make so we wanted to do a little back and forth type of deal. Yeah.
So we ended up so we ended up
hold on. This will give you a little hint as to what it was. We haven't. It's our favorite ship on this particular cruise line. Mm-hmm. And listen, it's not like it's not some wild, extraordinary announcement here, but a friend of mine, a good buddy, asked if he said, "Hey, you haven't done something like this in a while." So it turned out that I had one of these little videos I could play, just kind of socked away that we had before. So just to go back in time a little bit.
We used to do these time machines whenever we did our live show, but it's been well over a year. It may have
It's been like 3 years. Hold on, I gotta see.
It's
Oh, there it is,
been
right
at
there.
least 2 years.
It's been a while since we've done any new ones and whatever, and we just thought this takes us back a couple years. One of us that you'll see in this video looks a lot younger, and I'm not going to tell you who until you see it. But I don't know. Just let's go back and see. This is what we did the last time we were on this ship. All right, that's it. That is it. Sharon, what is the ship that we're going to be on?
The Norwegian Encore.
We're going back to the Encore, baby.
Yeah.
We're going back to our favorite Norwegian cruise line ship. We love that ship, and I can't wait to get on it again. And it's going out of our close, you could call it our home port. Yeah. It's the same old, but it never ever lets us down. And for the price, for the value, to include the drinks, to include some specialty dining, the more at sea will be cranking on that, right?
Yep.
And so that's it. So we're going New Year's Eve. We're going right on this deal right here.
Yep.
Boom. That's it. New Year's Eve group cruise 6.0. 6.0.
That'll be our 6th New Year's Eve group cruise.
Oh my God. December 27, 2026 on the Norwegian Encore. 7 days out of Los Angeles. Email sharonatsea@gmail.com to be part of that. We're going to Cabo, we're going to Mazatlan, we're going to Puerto Vallarta, and we are doing different things on that one than we have at any time before. We're going to mix it up and find all new adventures and stuff like that to do. And we're going to make it a wild, great time.
But that's fine. That cruise is kind of about New Year's Eve mostly, I think.
It really is. It's about being with friends on New Year's and bringing it in and having a good time.
Different ports and things. So we're excited, and it's close to home. It is on the 27th, but for us, we'll be able to get there easily. We can drive. And I don't know. It just works. So
yes.
I know a lot of the West Coast people will probably come, but I know it's hard to fly from the East, so we totally understand. But we had to do it again from the West Coast on that.
We did. We would, and it's really, and ultimately, it was the best deal, the best value, and the best way to go. And that's the deal. So that's our home away from home, West Coast cruising for us. Oh my God, my Serena with the super chat. Oh my God, look at that. Love you. Here are some Bucky's bucks. That is amazing. Thank you so much. That is so fabulous.
Thank you.
We will definitely need those Bucky's bucks. So that is tremendous. Thank you so much for the generous super chat.
Bucky's goodies.
Let's see.
Yes.
Sweet Melissa Lou said Matthew looks so young. That's
Oh,
right,
yeah.
Melissa Lou.
Yeah.
He definitely looks very, very young.
Yeah.
He'll be in medical school by then. Maybe. You never
Medical
know.
school. He's not,
Hopefully.
He's not.
Wait, is he going to be a doctor?
No.
No, he said he wants to buy Harkins Theaters. That's what he
No.
wants to do. He wants to run a chain of theaters.
No.
The time machine is trippy when you've been fighting a headache all day. I'm
Oh,
so sorry
no.
about that.
Carla, yes, it is the Encore.
That's right. And yes, there are a few people saying, yes, I'm already booked. And that's because we did release this information
A couple
to
days
the
ago,
existing cruisers from this previous year's New Year's Eve. It was a perk that they got. We put the info in the group
Yeah, we have,
before this, and a lot of people jumped right on it.
We have a New Year's Eve group, and it's the same group every year. We don't make a new group each year for each cruise.
Facebook group you're talking
Facebook
about.
group,
Yeah.
yeah. So if you've been on a New Year's Eve group cruise before, you're probably in that group. And then if you have one booked in the future, then you're in that group. So,
Yes.
but that's how you get in that group. So they got a little
Yes.
bit of a advance notice.
There you go. Shana Reed said, Mark's taking notes. Debbie Rain said, the Rangers are going to be there. Clark actually asked about it.
Oh.
Clark just wants to drink tequila with me again. I know that much. Let's see. Mary Barkley said, the
Yeah.
Barkleys are going. They better go. I love the Barkleys going. Any solo cabins, said Jamie Woolhite?
There are,
Yeah.
and that's another reason we chose the Encore over, the Breeze, is
Yes.
because of the solo cabins. And I know we get a lot of solo cruisers, and having those solo interior like cabins there, it's a way to save money. So
That's right. Richard Ashley, yes. He said, question, Norwegian has better value for the money than Carnival Cruise Line?
not always, but sometimes it
Yes.
really depends on the ship and the sail date
Mm-hmm.
and a few other factors. If you're normally someone that likes to buy the drink package, then
That's
you can
the
really,
ticket right
sometimes
there.
you can make out with Norwegian because it's included. You just pay the gratuities on it. Whereas Carnival, you have to buy the whole package.
Yes.
So
I'm-
it really depends. Yeah, it's not just one cruise line against the other price wise. It always, and that's with any cruise line. It really depends on the ship, the sail date, and what perks are included with that cruise line. Such as Princess, they have a plus and
Yeah.
a premier package, and
There you
they
go.
include drinks and gratuities and Wi-Fi on some of their packages. So you really have to go, I guess, it's what,
Yeah.
dollar for dollar.
Yeah, you can
apples for
start
apples,
comparing the
whatever.
base fare,
Yeah.
right? But then you got to look at what you're going to want to add on
Yeah.
to that. And I mean, Carnival right now, you're going to drop $1,000 for two people to have the drink package on a 7-day cruise. I mean, that's and that thousand and also you have a 15 drink limit, which we don't really go too far past that on the New Year's Eve
I
cruise.
don't go
Or
close
you
to it,
never do,
but-
but and maybe I can come close on one or two of the nights, but it's just nice to have that available. And then it also
Yeah.
includes some specialty
Yeah.
dining.
if you're
and so
looking-
that's kind of cool too.
If you're looking for the absolute cheapest cruise and just the bare minimum, you don't purchase any extras at all, and you don't mind having maybe a guaranteed cabin, probably a cruise line to look at would be MSC right now, because if you're looking for just the bare cruise and that's it, they have some great prices.
That's right.
Well,
That is correct. Let's see. What do we have here? I'm looking at some of the comments. Looking forward to going to Aqua this year. Now we can book 2026. Fantastic. Nancy Field says, I guess we got knocked out. What do you mean, out of the group? I don't know, but if you're out of the group, then come on back in the group.
Yeah.
I don't even know if you were in the group to begin with, Nancy, but come on. Well, we'll shoot you a message. Send me a Facebook message and I'll get you the link right away. We're newbies for 2025. Should we have a link? Yes. If you're not in there already, Shayna, we will get you a link. and we'll go
I
from
didn't
there.
send the link to a lot of the people going on the Aqua for the first time yet, because I was waiting till this last cruise was over, so that those people didn't get bombarded with a lot of information about the cruise we just went on, because then it's like you don't want to see all that stuff if you're not going on that cruise.
Yes, we're still winding down. We're still winding down the last New Year's
So,
Eve,
yeah.
and then we'll gear up. for
I
the next one.
will look and see who's not in that group that's booked on the Aqua, and I'll send the link out in the next day or two.
That's right. Yeah, Debbie Rain said Clark will appreciate no 15 drink limit. Let's see. The deposit. Jamie Woolhite said, "What's the deposit?"
It's $125 per person, and it is refundable up until the final payment date. That's another
There
great
you go.
thing.
And will there be perks, onboard credit, anything like that?
There is for every cabin. There's $100 onboard credit, and then of
Every
course-
cabin.
Every cabin.
Every cabin.
Yeah. Every
Okay.
cabin.
Okay.
And then there is the more at sea perks, and depending on what type of cabin you get, is how many specialty dinings you get. And
There you
everyone
go.
will get the drink package, no matter what kind of cabin you have. And well, I shouldn't say that. The balconies and ocean views get all 4 of them more at sea. But I think the ocean views, they only get 1 dining. And the interiors, though, they only get 2 of those 4 perks. So you can choose the drink and dining package.
Yes.
If you're not a drinker, you
You're
don't
not a
want the
big
drink
drinker,
package,
you don't have to get it.
then you can choose the
Save a little
Wi-Fi and shore excursion credit. And that will save you a little money because they do take those gratuities off then if you don't choose.
There you
Right,
go.
okay.
There you go. Kidder says NCL Encore is awesome for Mexico. The Spice H2 area is great compared to the Bliss with the pool area and the hot tubs in the aft. Yeah, it's a little different vibe. And the last time we were on the Encore, they still had the laser tag in the back of the ship.
And I am going to miss that. I don't know why, but I loved
I don't know why
that
either.
laser tag on the back of that ship. I did.
I don't know why either.
I
don't know
did.
why.
I love to go
Hey,
out there and do that.
That's right. That is right. So all right, so that's what we got going on. So once again, let me just flash this up there for you guys, just in case you're interested. We're not here to do too much promoting, but we'll throw a few things your way real quick. So yeah, so the New Year's Eve group cruise, December 27, 2026, on the Encore. You can look online and get it just for what the price is. You can call Sharon for all the details. Just send her an email and she'll get you the price and the link out and all that kind of stuff. And again, we still got the Elation coming up. We still got the Friends and Family for Fun cruise with How We Cruise. Brian and Julie, that's going to be unbelievable. There's still room for that if you want to call us and get on board there. Sharon does have the girls cruise coming. That's going to be hot fire. This year, the group cruise on the Aqua for New Year's Eve out of Miami.
And that cruise,
that's going to be amazing.
Well, and that cruise, there are no more group rates available. It is getting close to selling out, and I can't hold any more group space. So,
but I love those
you
ports.
can-
Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic, right? St. Thomas, Tortola, Great Stirrup Cay.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's good. And Great Stirrup Cay, the drink package works there,
Yeah.
so that's going to be amazing too.
And you can still book it, but the only disadvantage is you do have to pay the regular full rate that you see online.
Yes.
You don't get the discount for being in the group.
Speaking of discounts, the Jimmy Jamboree 2026, that's going to be hot fire, April 10 to 13. You don't want to miss that. And of course, hold on, what is this one? Oh my God, yes, the 9-day Greek Isle from Rome to Istanbul. That's going to be unbelievable.
Yeah.
May 27 to June 5, 2026. There's about 50 to 60, what do you say, 60 cabins already?
70.
Oh my God.
I think we just hit over 70.
That is going to be insanity.
Yeah.
And it's going to be it's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot going on.
Yeah.
It's going to be a
Yeah.
really easy group cruise because every day is so port intensive
that's
that
really-
we're just going to meet at night, have a cocktail, and go to bed early.
Besides that New Year's Eve cruise and then, your boys cruise, I will say that's the only other group cruise we're going to be doing in 2026 because that's the big one. And
Yes.
yeah. Any other cruises we do, they won't be group cruise. But
That is right.
I
That
think-
is right.
And I think going forward, we're going to just try to plan one group cruise a year and have it something kind of bigger like that. Like, I don't know, we're looking at like 2027 doing something like even maybe Japan or like just maybe even Australia or whatever, but just something big and do something.
Wendy says, we're on all the group cruises but one. Wendy, what's the matter with you? You don't like us anymore? You can't go on all of them? You have to miss one of them? Ruthie said, Sharon, you're going to be busy this year. When are you going to have time to make all the jam?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I always have time for that. It doesn't really take that long.
There you go. Beat and Bum Travels. What is up, Larry? Says, so on Encore, maybe try something new. Just thinking maybe spend a sea day doing day drinking at all the bars. Sounds fun to me. You know what? That's a great idea. I don't think we've ever done something like that on the Encore, have we? Oh no, I'm sorry. That's where we discovered Jimmy.
Oh,
Jimmy
yeah.
was
Oh,
created. We are going to have
That's
a
right.
throwback bar crawl dedicated to Jimmy.
Oh my God, you should have done your Jimmy Jamboree on that ship because of that.
Sharon!
Larry, where were you?
Gosh dang it, Larry. Yes, Larry, what a great idea. Never been done before. There you go. Japan is my dream. Debbie Shafkins, what's going on? Lovely to see you. Hope you guys are doing good. Listen, we're going to be putting together something for the next summer that's going to be, this whole like Europe and now the Greek Isles in 2026, 2027. Sharon wants to really, really get something big going on for 2027 summer cruise to far off land. So we'll see what that brings.
I know we just want to see a lot of new places and go a lot of places besides just the Caribbean and things. We love going there and we'll still continue to go there. But I know a lot of people would like to travel abroad and
My
things,
phone's blowing up.
but
What's happening?
they don't want to go alone, or they're a solo traveler and they don't like to go alone. So I just think that having group cruises to some of these places is nice because a lot of people can go and see a lot of
Yes.
sites and not feel like you're alone.
You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. So yeah, so that's going to be all a good time. Mike Trina said I'm turning 60 in 2027. And so I'm in for Japan. All right. I don't know if it's
We
Japan.
didn't say, I just used that as an example.
First of all,
but that might be it. JP's been saying he wanted to go to Japan.
I'm dying to go. And by the way, Gina Bird just said totally would go to Japan. And hold on, is Matt there? Because we might need him to. Is it Chinese or Japanese that Matt Bird speaks? I'm not sure. It's one of them. I don't think they're the same. Although I am ignorant enough to not know better. But that would be unbelievable if we went and Matt Bird could be our tour guide and communicate with the local.
Oh my god.
Yes. Oh yeah. He speaks Chinese. Well, come on. I mean, if he knows Chinese, how much more challenging can it be to just throw Japanese into his wheelhouse as well?
Oh my god.
Come on. Oh my god. Kim Brubaker said I was born in Japan. I've always wanted to visit there again. Were you really? Are you sure about that?
Let's see.
Well, you must have been imported because I've never seen a bigger Kevin Brubaker coming out of Japan.
Yeah. Let's see.
When he put on a diaper, they tried to throw him into a sumo ring,
Oh my god.
and he was doing sumo wrestling with the other babies.
Wendy said Ireland, Scotland, Japan.
Yes.
Well, I don't know if you'll get those all in the same itinerary, but
I know
Yeah.
when Matt speaks Chinese, it just makes me laugh hysterically because him speaking Chinese is just so funny. It's just so wacky. I would like to go to China with him and then sit somewhere and listen to people talking about us, and him knowing what they're saying, and then he could speak to Chinese. He could speak Chinese to him. It'd be unbelievable. I'm sorry. Where were we? Let's see. AJ Inglesby is here. What is up? Melanie and I are good to go. Japan 2027. All right, hold on. Sharon, at this point, you're going to need to go. You're going to have to go
the
to Japan.
itineraries aren't quite out yet for what we're looking for 2027, but they will be out in a few months, and when they are, we'll find the perfect.
Oh my God,
place.
Kim Brubaker, it's a true story. Oh my God, that's amazing. That is amazing. Hold on. Richard Ashley said, do you recommend hotels in Miami? Yes, depending on where you want to be from Miami. You want to be right by the port. Look at Holiday Inn or Intercontinental. They're right by the port and right by the marketplace, the Bayside Marketplace, which is a very happening spot the night before the cruise.
Yeah, if you want to be a little bit
Save a little money.
Yeah, maybe about 15 minutes from the port. There's a Hilton, Hampton Inn, and I think a Homewood Suites all there. And Blue Lagoon area.
Blue Lagoon.
There's also places right by the airport. So it just depends on where you want to be and how much you want to spend.
There you go. There you go. Hotels for the girl. Oh, hold on. My street. All right. I saw that. I was just about to read your comment, and then it disappeared. So I'm not sure if she deleted it for another reason or what. Something.
Well, for the girls' cruise, where a lot of us, or most of us, I think, are staying at the Hampton Inn, Cape Canaveral. It's the cruise port location on Astronaut Boulevard.
Yes.
So that's where most everyone that I know of is staying. I know that I think there's a couple people that mentioned they're staying somewhere else.
Is Carla McClendon still hosting a free cocktail party there? No.
Carla's
that's a rumor.
She's at a different one.
Oh,
she's at a different.
That stinks. Amy Rogers said, if you go to Japan group cruise, count me in. Wow. Okay. Well, all right. You have spoken. We've seen the excitement about Japan, and now we will go to work and we will do the work and get that going. But we've got a few cruises to get under our belt first. So and we mentioned earlier in the show that we are definitely bummed out. We are going to have massive FOMO in 2 weeks when a lot of you guys are going on the Coop cruise with John and Larry, and that is going to be a fabulous time for y'all. And I mentioned earlier, if you didn't hear it, there's no surprises. There's no trickery. I know John tricked me on the Horizon years ago and showed up unexpectedly, but that's not happening. And because we are leaving on the 9th, actually the day before there, so to drive to Galveston,
Actually,
2 days earlier, maybe to drive to Galveston for that weekend. And we're leaving like late Friday to get there for a Sunday cruise, and that is the actual spring break that the kids have, and we just couldn't do the week before. It just didn't. We tried. We looked at options. We looked at, could we go somewhere, come back? How could we get the kids? What could we do? And there was just nothing that would play out. So we are out for that one. But I know that Sharon, you have been battling, working hard to help out and get all the bookings done for the Coop Cruise. There was one thing that we wanted to touch base on really quick, because you said you had a couple people reach out and had some questions on that. So just to go off topic, now that it's kind of on the tip of my tongue here, with regards to the Coop Cruise, there was some question. John had a live stream last night, and there was some question about dining and stuff like that. And he had mentioned that somehow some kind of a list that he was putting together never quite made it here to Sharon. And when it came to a point of running out of kind of time to submit something, I think that Sharon, you kind of
all the families
took the reins.
I think the families, all the families and people that booked together, they're all booked together to sit together.
Yes.
And hopefully everything works out. But everyone in the group will be seated in the same area with the group. So it should all turn out okay, I think.
And there's one thing that was getting talked about, and we just want to clear one thing up from last night, is that if you booked a casino offer with Sharon for that cruise, or you booked a non-casino offer, there is no differential. You are in the group, and there's nothing different.
The only difference is the groups get booked within the group. Casino promotions get booked. They're not booked into the group. They're booked separately, but they're linked with the group. So you are linked to the group, and everyone is linked as one big group like that. The only ones I cannot link are if it's someone booked with a different travel agent or travel agency, because Carnival will not allow me to do that, because they don't let one travel agent have the information on another travel agent's booking for security purposes. Like they don't want one travel agent going in and getting information or making changes to someone else's booking. And so they're kind of tight on that, and they're been very tight on that lately, because there has had those kind of things happen on other cruise lines. I know I've seen some posts on the travel agent Facebook pages where some of these travel agents are shady. Yeah, like about a week ago, I saw where one person's whole group was canceled, and it was because some other agent went in somehow and did something that she probably didn't know what she was doing, and somehow managed to cancel someone's group. And it was a nightmare. I think it got all straightened out from what I read, but those things happen, and that's why they're very tight on not letting one travel agent have access to another travel agent's booking. That's why I only can see the bookings that I book, or through. I can't see other people's bookings.
We just want to clear that up, because there was some confusion about what was going on, and we just want to make it clear that casino, and listen, Sharon does 99.9% of everything that has to do with Sharon. She travels. So again, as I remind you, I'm not messing anything up. I don't touch it. I'm not allowed
thanks
to
for putting the address, Carla.
But if casino deals, straight out bookings, they're all together. They're all part of the group. They're all linked, and you will be in the same place where all the other people are sitting, and the tables are in a section one way or the other. Hopefully you'll have eye contact with every other person that's part of that Coop Cruise deal. And that's why we always say, if you want to be part of the group cruise, you got to book with the person doing the booking, because that's how you're linked. That's how you get connected, particularly for dining, when it comes to like a cruise line like Carnival. But that's it. So we wanted to clear that up, and make sure that everyone's on the same page with that, because a few people were concerned and had reached out to Sharon.
And also they had to have the same dining time too. There were a few people I know that requested your time dining, and that's what they wanted, so that's fine. And then there was a couple people that didn't book through me, but they also didn't even have early dining, so that's another factor. You have to have early dining to be seated.
That's right. So there you go. So so we will have FOMO for that trip, and I don't know. I mean, part of me wants to know everything that's going on. I want feedback from everyone, so I'm in tune with everything that I'm missing. But part of me just wants to pretend it's not happening. I don't even want to know what's happening. I want to ignore the whole thing and just pretend like there's nothing going on at all anywhere else, and that everyone I know is sitting home while we're getting ready to go on a princess cruise. So I think that's the mindset that I'm going to go on for this deal.
Oh, that's right, Mary Ellen. No one else should be able to touch anyone else's bookings.
That's right.
Yeah.
That is correct. That is correct.
And it's funny because and things happen sometimes. Like this was probably about a year ago. Someone another travel agent booked someone on a princess cruise, and I got the confirmations, and I never booked them. I called Princess multiple times and told them, I didn't book this person. Can you please send this to the right travel agent? But the other travel agent's name was Sharon too, so they just didn't look at the last name, and they kept sending it to me. And I called them so many times. Finally, they kept sending it to me. Every once in a while, I'd get a confirmation when I guess the person would. So the other travel agent was putting in payments and doing things, but I guess didn't notice that the confirmations weren't coming to them. I don't know. Finally, I guess they ended up sailing, and I stopped getting them. But it's just crazy that things can get put in wrong, and the wrong place stuff goes to the wrong
Ken
place.
Brubaker says, so if my +1 can't go, because they have something like broken ribs, Jamie still can't go as my +1 in there. I can't, and believe me, I looked at those things because the Coop cruise ends on the 9th, and our cruise leaves on the 9th, and there was no way to get from Miami. There was no way to get off a ship in Miami, get to Galveston, and get from like Houston or George Bush Airport, Houston Hobby or Bush International. There was no way to get from there down to the Galveston in time to make the cruise. I mean, dude, we literally looked at every option. Anyone that we could. Always be booked travel. Cruise and travel is here. Tommy Cassarola, tuna casserole. I apologize, I forgot the tuna part. What's going on, buddy? We hope the new business is going great there. You are slinging some food like a madman. It's like a sandwich shop or something he's got going on there. So we hope that's working out good for you, bro. Hope you're doing well. Nice to see you, our friend Tuna Cassarola, aka Tommy Casabona. Have you been on Ovation before? I have a few offers from Royal to sail this summer. Might be good for a longer California sailing versus Navigator. Kidder, we haven't, but we are looking forward to being on her when she hits the West Coast.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been on Navigator, and when we heard the Ovation was coming to the West Coast, we booked that because we thought, we can try a different ship, because there's always the same ships on the West Coast with Carnival and Royal.
Yeah.
Or it seems like for a few years before they ever change things up. So it's a chance to just get on a different.
That's right. Charles Hahn said, just take the Sharon travel private jet. Oh, I'm having the windshield wipers repaired, and I can't, it's out of commission for the moment. Out of commission. Casserole, but Chicago style pizza is so much better than the New York style, Tommy. I don't even think he's in New York anymore. Maybe he is. I don't know. I need to pay more attention, but lovely to see you. Nice of you to pop in and say hi there, buddy. I haven't seen you since the two of us argued with the people at the local on the Vlogger Extravaganza cruise, because it was 3 o'clock in the morning or 2 or 3 in the morning, and we wanted regular menu, and their sign said food 24 hours a day, and it was like 2 in the morning, and all we could get were cookies and desserts, and we were pissed off, and we were about to throw down. See, not every cruise is perfect, but I still love Norwegian even after that debacle. So there you go. Crazy Cat Traveler said, I've done Ovation out of Sydney years ago. It was actually my first cruise. It was a good starter. Well, hopefully it's a good for some old cruisers like us. So we're very excited.
Kind of mid-sized ship. So I like it.
Howie Cruz says, yes, that was on Bloggers. There you go. It was on Bloggers. A lot of crazy memories coming out of that. A lot of crazy.
Daniel says cookies and desserts or food.
No, Daniel, no. What I wanted at that moment was a Reuben sandwich, my friend, with side of French fries. That was the only thing that was going to satisfy my inner craving. Was that for sure?
At the local, all I want is carrot cake.
That is all you want. That's all. At night, daytime, breakfast, whatever. Yeah. Sometimes you actually give me instructions.
That's probably one of the things I look forward to.
Sharon will literally say, she'll say to me, she'll be like, listen, Jamie, I'm going to bed. I'm done. I'm shot. I'm exhausted mentally, physically. I'm going to bed. You do not come back to the cabin. You do what you want. you gamble, you drink, whatever. Do not come back to the cabin without carrot cake for me. And I will be waiting up until you walk through that door, and you better have at least one piece of carrot cake. And do not take a bite of it on the way in the elevator. So that's the deal. That is the deal. Up until 2 a.m. I don't believe it. Yeah, well, listen, Melissa Lou, you can believe it. On the cruise, we rock it till 2 a.m. Princess sails out of Japan, or Carnival does a repositioning. All right, these people are already doing their research on the Japan cruise. All right, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see how it works. Japan. We'll make it happen. It'll be a good time. So we'll work that out. Sharon, what else do we have going on? I know it's getting to be, oh my God, what time is it? Oh my God, it's almost 8 o'clock. Remember the old days when we used to do like 2.5, 3 hour live streams all the time? We were known for it, and we would just sit here and ramble on and have a few drinks and all that. I actually took a look back to, I was gone. Listen, I was gone for Super Bowl. I was out of town. I was gone for Matthew's birthday. We still we still have a birthday dinner that we have to go do here. So I'm excited about that. But I was looking online for some old New Year's Eve video stuff to try to share it, but we didn't. Yeah, I know that. Because every once in a while somebody says, "Hey, whatever happened to the lost 2 hours of that 5-hour New Year's Eve thing that we did in like 2020? It's like 2020 or 2021." And I went to that video to try to watch it and see what it was like at the 3-hour cutoff. Do you remember? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Have you put it out of your mind? You're pretending it never happened?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it happened. And people bring it up all the time. And no, I don't have the lost footage. But I went to try to watch it and see what happened. And you can tell right at 3 hours, it just cuts off. So I don't know where I was going with that. It just came to my mind, and I just want to talk about it. So there you go. I squirreled out, to use a term that a buddy of mine uses on occasion. All right, so what else you got? What else you got on your little sheet of paper? Anything else you want to cover?
No, I didn't really have anything.
Did we cover all the bases tonight?
Just sorry, I was looking at that.
I did because I want to come here. I wanted to see if there's anything else that you want to cover.
My phone.
You wanted to mention what is this thing? Right? What's this little thing I have? Oh my God! Yes, remember, guys, Shore Excursions Group. If you're looking to book an excursion and you want guaranteed back to the ship, and you don't want to book with the cruise line because you want to have a cheaper, more personal experience, look at Shore Excursions Group. And this is kind of how it'll look. You see it on the screen. This is how you'll book. Find your excursion. They guarantee they'll get you back to the ship, or they'll get you to the next port at no additional charge. But they say it's never happened, so you don't have to worry about it. And it's a great way to have a great excursion. And if you look in the description in each one of our blogs, in our videos, you will find a link that will take you to the Shore Excursions Group page. And yes, it is an affiliate link. Okay, so Sharon does get a little love for sending you there, so let them know that Sharon sent you. I don't even think it doesn't really ask. But you just go through the link and they'll know that Sharon sent you, and we always appreciate the support. That is a big deal for us. And of course, if you're looking for Amazon stuff, Amazon.com/shop/SharonAtSea. Just search, just go to Google and say Sharon at Sea Amazon, and it will take you right to her shop as well. And again, thanks for supporting the channel. We appreciate it. Thanks for the super chats we got tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
Before we go, let's see. Did anyone learn anything tonight? Do you want to share it in the chat? You certainly can. If you learned anything from Sharon, I know you didn't learn anything from me, but maybe you learned something from one of your peers or someone else here in the comments. Let us know what you learned tonight. Throw it out there, and let's see what else we have here as we wrap things up.
Let's see. What
are you looking at there?
I was looking at what the date is.
Rhonda Carney says, I wish I could eat all those desserts like Sharon and look as good as she does. Oh, Rhonda, you are so sweet.
I have to give up some food to be able to eat the desserts, though.
Yeah, when she's home, it's like there's nothing.
I can't eat.
She nibbles on pieces of spinach, like a little gerbil in a little hamster torium type of a thing. A hamster habit trail. Is that what it's called? I don't know, but still.
So we'll
When will we be back?
we'll-
When will we be back here, Sharon?
we'll be live again. We'll go ahead. We will be live again next Monday night because
Next Monday night?
yeah, because I'm looking at the calendar and
Okay.
next Monday is the 24th. But then when we get into March, the 3rd, we'll be kind of getting ready for our cruise, and then on the 10th we'll be on a cruise. So maybe we'll either go live like that weekend on the 8th or 9th from Texas, probably the 9th on embarkation day. If not, we'll go live on the night of the 10th on the ship.
Yes.
So,
I gotta be.
so yeah, so we'll be live next Monday.
Let's see. Jamie, that was back in the day where you said Fields, we never miss a Monday. I know you used to get so mad at us when we did like 100 in a row, and then we'd miss one, and you and Nancy would always be mad, and you'd give us a lot of lip about it. Wendy Johnson said, "That's right, Rhonda." Let's see what else. Shana Reed said, "We are having to celebrate our son's birthday late too. He's 2 weeks after Matthew. Congratulations on that, and happy birthday to him." That's right. That lost 2 hours and the lost Cabo Wabo video. Vonnevi Vacation says I was there. Kelly Ronaldo said, "Oh my God, I saw the whole thing. It was amazing." Yes, as long as there were 100 people listening, the show must go on. That's how we used to do it. And I know there's less people that watch nowadays because we're just not consistent with it anymore. But that's okay because you guys are the core and we love having you. Yes, no, Sweet Melissa. No, YouTube didn't cut us off. I woke up the next morning and had to delete the last 2 hours of the live stream because it was so insane and it was just it was a mess, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Nothing for YouTube.
Yes, it was not anything for YouTube. I mean, listen, I don't want to get into it, but I drank an entire bottle of Santo tequila, and I'm not kidding when I tell you entire. Let's see, when are we going on the Star again? Carla McClendon said.
We're going on August 23rd.
There you go. Beverly Juka said we'll be on the Wonder of the Seas the second week of March. Is that when y'all will be on Regal Princess? We're doing a Western Caribbean cruise. Wondering if we will cross any ports. We're getting on the 9th. Mm-hmm. And so the 9th, 10, 11, 12, or whatever, 14th or 15th or whatever. I don't know. I'm not doing the math right.
We're going the 9th through we get off on the 17th. It's an 8-day. So we leave on Sunday. We get off on Monday.
There you go. Heidi Leskin said, I learned that videos automatically cut off at 3 hours. Love Shore Excursions Group. They're awesome. Well, that's glad to hear, Heidi. We appreciate that.
Yeah, we've taken
glad to hear you've had a good experience with them. We did too.
2 excursions with them. We're actually going to take one on our upcoming cruise with them. Well,
let's see. Howie Cruz says, love you guys. We love you too, and we can't wait to see it. We do have a lot of planning. We have a lot of stuff going on. So there's going to be like a certain day, Brian and Julie, where you're going to be like, hey, we need to plan some stuff here with Sharon and Jamie. Yeah. What the heck's going on? And one day we're going to be like, boom, it's time to go. Let's go.
Oh,
hold on. I lost a little page there, but I'm not sure if I lost the live stream or not.
Oh.
I don't think I lost the live stream.
Our whole screen went white.
My screen went, that's okay. Hang on a second. Hang on. I'm going to try to do something here, Sharon.
I don't have my chat thing
that's
up
okay.
anymore. Let me see.
That's okay. Just see if we maintain our live. We maintained our live. Hang on a second. I had a little crash. I had a quick little computer crash. But let's see. Okay, hang on. I think we're back. Yes, we are back again. My video blanked out, but it was still but I didn't lose the whole kit and caboodle. Sorry, weird things happen sometimes when you're doing live streams, and I know it doesn't happen often, but hey, yes. Everyone said, okay, we see you. Okay, so we're good to go. We didn't lose a lot. Okay, let me jump back. Hang on, let me go back. I learned that Jamie's an amazing nephew. Well, that's very nice, Vonnevi. Listen, it's the least I could do. They've been great to me and the family, so it was my pleasure.
People said they learned everyone wants to go to Japan.
Yes, for sure. Boom, everyone's on Japan. Sharon, we better get something going.
Well, I don't know. Maybe that's what it'll be.
I learned that Bucky's better be on the watch. Have fun, y'all. Thank you, Daniel. We appreciate it. Hope that you and Nancy are doing good. And we hope that Wicket is feeling well also. We've been paying attention, Daniel and Nancy. We hope that Wicket is feeling like a champion and that all is going well. I learned that the masses demand Japan. That's right. 2 weeks in a row. That's right, Howie Cruz. It's going to be unbelievable. Unbelievable. We'll miss everyone next Monday. We'll be away. Shana, have a good time. Regal has great desserts, said Rob from Life with Favor. especially the premium ice cream with the plus.
I will be on that.
We did check that out on the Sun Princess, and we are going to be on that. And I'm super excited.
Yeah.
Kevin said I would suggest spring for Japan. The cherry blossoms are amazing. Well, that's good. Well, I don't. I mean, listen, I don't eat cherry blossoms, but if you like cherry, don't you?
Oh my god.
Is that not what we were talking? Cherry blossom? Isn't that a pie, like a sandwich or something?
No.
Let's see. I'll be in the air next Monday.
Oh.
Sad to be going home, said Marilyn.
Yeah, I know. You're in Australia. Have fun.
Yeah,
and
Marilyn,
safe
come on.
travels home.
You know you're going to be getting home, unpacking, doing a load of laundry, packing again, and going on another cruise. So don't try to kid us. We know how you roll.
Debbie Shafkan said, we'll mention next week we'll be on the Sun Princess. Enjoy. The Sun Princess is a beautiful.
That's right. I learned that y'all are going on a lot of cruises this year. I thought 5 was a lot. It doesn't even compare. Well, listen, we go through spurts, and we're just honored, blessed, and so happy that we can do it. Jamie Willhite said no AZ meetup. Oh my gosh, you know what? The AZ meetup got put on the back burner. Maybe we can do something before the heat kicks in.
We forgot to in the fall.
The one time got canceled, and next thing you know, it's the holidays and things are out of control. We will try. I promise to do an AZ get together. There is a new there's a new Desert Diamond Casino on the west side. Maybe we can all go there, right down the road. All right, yeah. So everyone said, the live stream's good. Yeah, so it was just, all of a sudden, our screen that we have Google open in all of a sudden said, boom, you're out of memory, which is insane because I have plenty of memory on my computer. So just a glitch in the matrix. B Satan 67, what is up, buddy? Hey, listen, I can't control the commercials. They come and they go. Yeah. But this is how everyone lives and survives.
Daniel Field says, thanks. Wicked is doing well and had a bit of a bad run, but
he's back to
100%.
Glad to hear that.
Right. That's great.
S. Donaldson says, I want to be like you guys when I grow up. Total travel envy. Listen, I'll tell you what, we don't do much else, though. We don't do much else. We travel, and then we sit around the house like every other day. So if we're not on our way to cruising or on our way home from a cruise, we're really just sitting at home. Of course, I know. I just got back from Virginia, but that I'm not counting. That. Let's see. Sugar said Australia. All right. Well, Australia, that's an option too. Sugar. We'll put that in the hopper there and see what we can do. Hooray for Wicked! Everyone's happy. Marilyn Dillon said I'll be home for 11 days. Oh, 11 whole days. What will you do with yourself? You can do some spring cleaning or something.
I did some spring cleaning while you were gone. I decided to clean our whole closet.
I got into my closet. I'm like, where's all my stuff?
Yeah, I threw away bags and stuff.
You got rid of it.
I literally threw away 2 huge bags of my clothes. I had like, I think at least, I counted 26. There were probably more dresses that I just tossed out of the closet that I have in a bag to get rid of.
Yes.
And like,
and a bunch of my stuff.
I don't know if I wore some of them, but I had to clean out, and make room for the new and I got all new hangers and made everything look all perfect.
You color coordinated our
Perfect
hangers.
in the closet.
I think you had too much free time. Daniel Field says we love the Desert Diamond Casino. You love all the casinos, for crying out loud. Carla McClendon said, Sharon, we had a cruise group at the end of January that was over 200 at the hotel.
Oh wow!
Oh my God, that is insane. Maybe we can do an AZ football meetup. Okay, but listen, we can work on that. I mean, the season's not going to start for a while, but we can play a little football. We can do like a flag football game or something. Arizona meetup. We'll see if we can do a flag football.
Yeah.
Consistent hangers are nice. Thanks. Yes, especially when they're all color coordinated. So that's good. All right, listen. It has been a great night. We've been very happy to be back with you guys. But the time has come for us to wrap things up. So Sharon, do you have any parting words? Any last thoughts you want to leave the folks out there with here as you say good evening to the team here, the team Sharonatsea. We hope that Leanne and Nancy are having a wonderful time.
Yeah. And I'm sure Nancy will be live Wednesday. Watch for her.
Oh yes, she will.
From the symphony. She always goes live.
Yes.
On her cruise.
She loves a lot. Loves a lot. For sure. And listen, I know so I guess we will wish all you folks on that Coop cruise, we'll wish you a good cruise next week. We'll get on next week and we'll wish you a great time. So we'll save that for then. And I don't know, then we'll just see what else is going on next week. Maybe we'll have a cocktail or something. What do you think? Like the good old days? maybe we'll just have a little drinky poo and hang out and chat with the people and just have a little fun. You know, we talk a lot of cruising, but it doesn't all have to be just all. I mean, tonight wasn't all cruising, but you know, I mean, mix it up a little bit. Have a little fun. You guys just want to have fun, right?
Something exciting.
Yeah, that's the name of your
this
group
week.
cruise. Girls just want to have fun.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Girls
Okay.
cruise.
Well, there you go. It is a girls' cruise.
Yeah.
You guys are. Did you already plan the needlepoint, or is it Is there a like learning how to, you know, who's great tips on how to clean the kitchen or anything like that?
No, none of that.
All right, I'm going to shut down before I get in trouble. All right, listen, you guys are great. Thank you so much for joining us. And from all of us here at Sharon Sea Travel, to all of you, from me, from Sharon, from Lucy, who's been quiet over there the whole time, from Matthew, from Callie, Leanne, Nancy, and everyone else in the Sharon Sea community, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
And we'll see you next week. Good night,
We will
everyone.
see you next week. All right, guys, good night. We're going to leave you with your favorite song in the world. Here it is. Begin dancing now.